I think that the concept of pride when it comes to the LGBTQ plus community is very much misunderstood. When we celebrate pride or have pride flags or congratulate each other on coming out, we're not saying, "Ha, I'm queer, therefore I have achieved something, and I am better than the straight. Good for me!" What you have to remember is that the opposite of pride is shame. Shame is what the LGBTQ plus community has been made to feel for hundreds of years and still is. Even in countries where same-sex marriage is legal and trans rights exist at all, we still face people trying to shame us into invisibility. It's okay to show kids a straight couple kissing, but not two women dancing together. And people will complain about gender-inclusive language or media companies like Cartoon Network showing support. People will say they're okay with you being gay as long as you don't talk about it or be gay in front of them. Or have the gall to say that you're selfish for coming out at all, when in fact doing so is normalizing being queer, and that's something that's vital to the well-being of LGBTQ plus people everywhere. The thing is, straight people probably don't realize that they do frequently display their straightness, and neither do we because it's just the background noise of heteronormativity. No one will notice if a guy talks about his wife or their ex-girlfriend, or if a woman talks about her boyfriend or her ex-husband. No one's gonna notice if you talk about liking straight couples on TV or shows with no queer rep. That doesn't mean to say that straight people only like straight rep, but when a queer person talks about a gay couple or gay character that they like, you're more likely to notice that. Cis people will almost never have to correct people on their pronouns or get dead named, so you're not going to notice their cisness. If trans people don't really want to draw attention to the fact that they're trans, but sometimes it happens. Another reason LGBTQ plus people talk about being queer and their experiences as a queer person is that, well, the straight people aren't gonna do that, are they? When we talk about these experiences, it's often to get stuff off our chest or to help other queer people. The trans person talking about how they realized they were trans and their transition is gonna really help other trans people going through the same thing. And sometimes being queer is a lonely place. It's such a relief to know that you're not alone. Pride isn't about being special, it's about being normal. Straight people can make us feel broken or wrong, and if we kept our orientations to ourselves, that would be all we'd feel. Growing up, I had no rep and no internet, and I felt broken and confused and alone. So, come out, whoever you are, because I don't want other people to feel that way. I have said wherever, but we all know that some countries it's a very bad idea because it's illegal and has severe consequences. There's a lot of queer people who can't be out because of their country's laws or their family being unaccepting or their community, so they'll be open where they can, and if they can get away with it online, then they will do, because hiding such basic aspects of yourself that het cis people don't have to is exhausting. So just remember, pride is not about saying that queer people are better than you. It's about saying that we shouldn't have to hide. It's about saying we're here and we're normal. And no one should be getting mad about that. I'm not saying that there aren't people who are like, yay, I am gay, thank goodness I'm not straight. You've really got to think about why people are saying that. Because, for example, I did a video on on the not other girls thing, because there are people who are saying that it's like a pick me thing, and that it's internalized misogyny, and I do agree that it is that sometimes, but for me, the reason I was so pleased to be not like other girls when I was a teen was because the other girls were awful to me. They were awful to me. I was not acceptable to them. So I was very thankful that I wasn't mean and horrible like them. So if someone is saying, well, thank goodness I'm not straight because you're all jerks and I'm better than you, maybe there's something you need to think about. Maybe you need to take a look at what's happening there. Obviously, it is not true. No one is better than anyone else because of their orientation. But if someone is saying that, it probably means that they have felt somehow victimized or wronged, and it's their mental defense when they've been told that they are not as good as a straight person just because they're not straight. All I can say is it's a mental wall for me that I built with the not like other girls thing. It was a mental wall that I had to build for myself to prevent myself from just self-destructing. So if anyone has had to build that wall over being queer, I really hope that you feel better. I really hope that you feel better and that you've had people treat you better lately. I'm not gonna mention what prompted me to do this. I wrote this at 11 o'clock at night or something. I'd already gone to bed and I was thinking, and I got up and I just started writing this because I thought it was something that needed to be said. I'm sure other people have said it, but I just wanted to add my voice. Anyway, thank you for listening.